Opened in 2007, Diamond Light Source is the UK's national synchrotron facility. The synchrotron is primarily used for academic and research experiments. It generates an extremely bright beam of light, which allows scientists to study samples in incredible detail. The facility is based in South Oxfordshire and employs over 350 people. Claire Pizzey works at the facility.
My name is Claire Pizzey. I'm an industrial liaison scientist here at Diamond. I'm part of a small team that's dedicated to helping industry access the facilities at Diamond. Diamond Light Source is the UK's national synchrotron facility. It's a very large machine that produces extremely bright light for scientific applications.
How was Diamond Light Source built?
Diamond was built as a collaboration between the Science and Technology Facilities Council, which is part of the UK government, and the Wellcome Trust, which is the UK's largest biomedical charity.
How long did it take and how much did it cost?
I think it took about 4 years from the start of the construction itself through to the first users, but obviously the planning was in place a long time before that. Diamond was built in 3 phases of construction. So our first phase of construction covers the machine, which produces the light, and the first 7 experimental stations. And that phase of construction cost £263 million. The second phase of construction increases the capacity of the facility. So by the time we reach the end of our phase 2 of construction, should be in 2012, we'll have 22 experimental stations. And that second phase of construction cost £170 million. The UK government has just announced our funding for our third and final phase of construction, and we expect that to be about £100 million over the next few years.
Who uses the Diamond facility?
90% of the work that's done here at Diamond is through what we call our peer review route, and that means that scientists from the UK and abroad submit proposals, which are essentially documents saying what kind of experiments they intend to do. Now, these are all ranked by an external panel of experts who decide which is the best science, and this is the best science across the UK and Europe and beyond. And those people who have essentially won the competition get access to the facility and get to do their experiments. These are then published, so the results are available for everybody.
How much of your work is used for industry research?
10% of the time at the facility is set aside for proprietary research by industry, and that's where my role fits in. My job is as an industrial liaison scientist, so I help companies access the facilities at Diamond, whether they want to do the experiments themselves or whether I conduct the experiments on their behalf, or a combination of the two. And I work in a small team of experts in different techniques to help make that happen.
On average, how many hours a day do people here work?
People work quite flexibly here at Diamond. Some days are much busier than others. When Diamond is in beam time mode, which means that the facility is operational 24 hours a day, then the scientists and technicians sometimes work much longer hours than when we were in shutdown, when the machine is not operational, when perhaps we use our flexi time.
Diamond Light Source generates hundreds of research papers every year, and over 2,000 researchers use the facilities to conduct experiments. The work done at the facility continues to support scientific research across the world.